Hey, yo, Prince, man. I'm on my tribe shit today. I feel it. It's your boy, Untitled.
Okay, so this the type of rhyme that'll make you use your mind. Try not to lose your mind. It's spectacular design. There's a reason why I do this. Trying to start a movement. You miss one step and you'll be clueless. Thoughts that you don't know what to do with. It's not a race, but if it was, I'm winning by a shoe-in. They salty cause they don't know how I do it. Confident, and I'm about to prove it. Screw it, I'm about to take a bite and chew it. My mind's in the galaxy, came from gravity. Still create a masterpiece, not talking blasphemy. It's so sad to see I'm in my own head. Sick of the thoughts, looking for the future, but I'm worried about what I brought. See my head's to the sky, had to get it out my ass.
Do it.
Struggle real around here, I won't let it last. Smell the fumes in the air, you know I'm smoking gas. Rotation like puff, puff, pass. So I say I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. I'll say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'm moving forward, not listening, I'm breaking orders. I don't need no passport, I still cross the border. You thinking you can out-rap me, boy? I oughta spit some wicked shit, you see the difference. I got the game slaughtered, got a long road ahead of me. Counting blessings every day, feeling real heavenly. Throwing all my flavors out to get the perfect recipe. Tell them they below, not next to me. I dare them try to question me. Toss the coin up, calling it heads, cause that's what I'm aiming for. Your whole quality's dead. I was built from strong threads. Watch my working just like COVID-19. It's fun to be a tough spread. Now I got your attention. Let's switch dimensions. I think they need me in this competition. Thanks to influences, it's my ambition. Also envision my path, so I complete the mission. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. I'll say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best.
Glass House Mix.
Welcome. And if you know, you know, that is my son by the name of Untitled. You already know that's the theme song. For all of y'all tuning in, I'm going to give y'all a gunshot salute to start the night off. For all my new people out there that's following me, thank you so much for tuning in. For all of y'all that are new to the podcast, I got my people out there from Patrick and the People, which I'm a co-host on Mondays. So I want to send a shout out to all my Patrick and the People. That sounds weird. I just did that, right? Gunshot salute to you as well. So if you follow me on Monday mornings, you know I have a tag team partner by the name of Rich, who has been helping the co-host. Well, Rich is going to be on me today, but he kind of got underneath the weather. So with that being said, I'm going to make sure that we have a good show. We have a good night. I have a great subject. I'm by myself tonight, but I want to give y'all an applause for tuning in. And of course, you know I gotta bring that chat box up so I can see what's going on. Talking to people. Hey, how you doing? Mary, Erwin, Grace, nice to see you. Good. I hope you're having a good day. Let's go. We about to do it. Got good conversation for y'all tonight. But before we get started, you know I always do. I want to set you off, let you see what I got on social media here. Here's my platforms. You can hit me up. It is merchandise season. If you have merchandise that need to be made, if you have special shirts, if you are independent wrestler, if you are just a personal entity that will like items made, hit me up, www.macmanzmediallc.net. Go to my website, fill out the contact form. I will get back with you. My people will. Also, you can catch me on Facebook at Ontario Hill. Also, right here on YouTube at Manz Media LLC. You can catch me on Instagram at MacMans_fitness, at Twitch at MacMans1231, and TikTok at Motivational Muscle, and my website for any type of request as far as getting at me to do business with me or just sending some comments for conversation. Motivational Muscle at yahoo.com, y'all. Y'all, thank you so much. Like I said again, for tuning in. I'm gonna give y'all some love for that. have those type of days. But I want to thank once again the crew that tuning in here that's new to it, man. It's gonna be a great conversation. So we're gonna start it off, y'all, with yeah, like I said, we're gonna pay some ads. Check this out, y'all. Me, I'm into treat my body right when it's time to eat. You need to do the same thing. Check this out here. Uncle Ben's Originals. Now, these are Uncle Ben's Original street food. This is the Mexican style. They have the jerky, the Asian Chinese fried rice. You guys gotta get these meals. They're awesome. Like I said right there, right now they're low in calories. Don't have a lot of that extra stuff that you don't need. Hey, these ingredients are very simple. Hey, 14 grams of protein. You're getting vitamin D and everything in this meal, calcium. Yo, give it a spin. I'm telling you, they come in different varieties. When you need that meal real quick and you're into meal prep or something, take this baby, pop in the microwave. Hey, 4 minutes, boom. Uncle Ben's Original Street Food. Check them out. Go to your local Walmart. Grocery store, pick them up, baby. Man, let's start off now. I'm doing this for a special reason, you guys, because I got some news at the end of the show. So I'm coming old school. See, I got the shades on, also got the bat. So let's go ahead. Like I always say, if you know the song, sing along. He is I and I am him. Black bat with the branded Timbs. Highly, highly irritated, never ever duplicated. The silver tongues to found the crown steel. I am simply known as Mac Manz. That's how we do it, baby. Y'all know how we get down. That's how we been doing like that forever. Yeah, man. That's out the way. We're going to get into tonight's conversation. And tonight's conversation is called Generational Legacy. And I named that for a reason because we need to talk more about generational legacies. That is an issue with us. Right now, as people, we're going through a time where there's nothing there for us. We're dealing with the beginning of hunger. We're dealing with the lack of jobs. As if they say that we've improved those stats, but we're dealing with still a lack of jobs. We are also dealing with a deficit in our education. We're also dealing with just right now the judicial system is depleted. We don't have a good social security system. Right now, as a country, we're in a situation where the shutdown couldn't have came at the worst time. For all the things we need, for all the things we've been going through, all the things we have set out to achieve over years is being basically tore down and destroyed by the shutdown. Now, I'm not here to pick sides. This show is not political. That's not what I do. But I am here to speak barbershop talk. Opinions, like I told you, I'm here to speak barbershop talk. I don't sugarcoat or hide nothing. I had to look up some stuff. I pulled up some facts tonight, pulled up some stuff. We're gonna really get into what's going down. Because I really, really am to the point where I think this shutdown did a lot more damage than what people know. And so this is the time that we have to focus on generational legacies. Now, you may say, what's a generational legacy? Exactly. So I'm going to tell you what that means. Take the two words, generational. Generational. I'm gonna get into my little bag here. I told you I've been on it all day. All day. So we're gonna look up the word generational. Now, the word generational, really quick, I'm gonna set y'all up. I got a hookup for y'all today. Like I said, I put in work today, man. I've been busy, been busy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show y'all what the word generational means and what it says. So generational, relating to or characteristic of all the people born or living at about the same time. So basically generational, like a group of people. But in this term, generational curses most of the time pertain to a certain family or a certain sect of people. That's what we're looking at. So now that we're here, and I got you here, we're going to go ahead and put up the word curses. I'm sorry, legacy. Legacy. An amount of money or property left to someone in a will. Okay, that's that translation of it. Also a legacy. So basically what it is something left for somebody. So it says, and this one says an amount of money or property left to someone in the will. So legacy meaning whatever, you're leaving them something. Think about that. So generational is a group of people. Legacy is you're leaving them something. So now you know that. Now, generational legacy is leaving a group of people something. Generational legacy is leaving a group of people something. That's what it stands for. That's all it is. Leaving a group of people something. So if we're in a situation now where we have this shutdown, we have got to prepare and get everyone ready for generational legacies. Meaning we can't play around. We can't wait any longer for this to happen. And a generational legacy is very simple. It's like I said, it's look at the word generational, look at the word legacy. It's leaving a group of people something. That's what it is. Legacy is to leave something. Generational is a group of people. So to leave a group of sect of people something important is a generational legacy. Right now we're in a government shutdown. This is the worst time for this to happen because I'm going to talk about two forms of education. Education from the parent and education from the school. There's a separation between the two. When you have education at school, you are learning how to calculate, how to read, write. You're learning things, basically the skills that are needed to function in a daily life. Reading, writing, arithmetic. You need those things. Then you might learn some science. Of course, you're going to get gym. English. You're going to get all those. And when you're getting these are things you need to be a successful adult. So, as far as breaking a generational curse, you need that part. You need that. You gotta have that education. But with this government shutdown, one of the keys that is being used to help break the generational curse is education. And I found out as of recently that the Head Start program in the United States was shut down. Yeah. Somebody has got to be handled. America, I am not happy about this. And I found out this irritated me so bad that during the shutdown, one of the programs that was not funded, that does not have the funding any longer, that did not get refunded was the Head Start program. That program educates and promotes beginning learning skills in so many areas, urban, rural, they're everywhere. That's a program that is needed because that program helps the child develop skills that they need before they get to kindergarten, so that when they get to kindergarten, they're not behind the other children. Basic functioning skills. You know something that your kids learn in Head Start? I don't think you know about this. They learn how to a lot of them are getting potty trained. Because Head Start, when I was doing my thing with Head Start, they would only take them from 3 and up. Then they started taking them as babies. So they're potty training your kid. They're feeding your kid, teaching your kid how to eat, teaching them basic alphabets, tying his shoes, coordination, hand to eye, just things they need to learn and have. That program is being taken away. It's been shut down. Not taken away, but shut down. So now you have a bunch of children who were there. Not only did they go for the educational, but also we were feeding kids. So children that might not have got a great meal somewhere else were getting fed by this program. They were literally getting fed by this program. And I don't think there's the people out here that run the government understand the ramifications of what's going on. You are not just hurting adults. You're not just hurting a sect of people. You're not just hurting a color of people. You are literally hurting children. This is a subject that gets my goat. It just does. Because it goes deeper than that. Goes to work. She has kids in grade school, and then she has this one child in Head Start, because Head Start now, you guys, is almost an all day. You can get the program that you split, but it's an all day thing now. You'll drop your kid off in the morning and go pick them up in the afternoon. So you literally have mothers that use this time to work their jobs. Then they're not worried about the kid being in the wrong hands, because most of these Head Starts are located in schools or areas where they are highly supervised. They are highly surveillanced. They are highly secured. You ever try to pick up a kid from Head Start and not call ahead of time or sign that schedule? It is a beast to try to get in. It's like getting into Fort Knox. Yeah, it's like that. But now you take this program and you shut it down. Now that mother that wasn't worried about her child getting that meal because they were at school, they were at Head Start, that mother that was able to go to work and do what they had to do because they understood that their child was where they were supposed to be safely. Baby said, I mean, you trust your relatives, but there's things that could happen that you don't want to have your family responsible for. Now, see, I say it like this. To me, it looks like there is to me, when I deal with the Head Start thing, I look at it as if there's two forms of education. There is public and private. Head Start is considered public. It's there for you. See, I've been blessed. I was able to get my granddaughter into a educational facility that took her medical for us to do so. So I was able to get her into that facility. It was more of a private facility than a public. And the reason I said it is because I was able to get her in. She had to sign an application, all this. We had to do all that jazz to get her in. Once she got in, the stuff that's going on now does not affect her because her school is not affected. It's funded privately and stately, I think, by some people. If I ain't mistaken, I think it's privately. But they don't have a shutdown. So I don't have to worry about that. But there's other people that do. And why is all this important when I bring up generational legacy? Why am I bringing up all this Head Start stuff? Because we are a country we have to make sure that we keep our youth educated. We start them young, and that way they don't have as many problems as we did. A lot of us did when we were in school or we were younger. And so I had to look up some numbers, and I looked up numbers because successful countries start successful school. We have a very good educational system. I looked it up. We have the highest percentage. If I'm not mistaken, we have the highest percentage of the graduations and stuff. So we're doing good with that. That's never been an issue with us here in America. I think our thing is we are starting to dummy our education system completely down. For all y'all just now tuning in, gunshot salute to y'all. I'm in my old gear because I got something to tell everybody when I'm done with this. I'm in my old gear. But we're discussing right now generational legacy. Generational legacy means leaving something worthwhile or something important for a sector or group of people. Most time that means family. And I'm going into how the government shutdown has affected Head Start. And if you're gonna bring generational curses, it starts with education. It takes education in two ways: schooling and parents. We're on the side of the schooling right now for you just now tuning in. And I'm talking about how the Head Start program being in the shutdown included and not being refunded is very important. Yes, I'm going to be at Mark Tree this weekend. It's very important that we do have these programs. And the fact that it's being put on hold, puts us behind the 8 ball as a country, because it's not a certain color of people, race of people, or class. Head Start helps everybody. It's not, it helps everybody. And now, like I was going into about the educational stuff, so you take that away. And see, the thing is, for generational legacy to work, you have to start, like I said, with the educational thing. That's one of the things you start with. And so when you do that, you want to make sure you start the educational level and start the age where they're understanding what is going on. So I looked it up, and I was just so nosy. I had to look this up and find out what was what. So what I did was I got on here and I was looking up the earliest starting age for school. Now, if you see here, it says 3 years old, and for France and Hungary. In contrast, other countries like Finland, Singapore, Sweden do not require children to start primary to school to the age of 7. So then I pulled up this list. Countries with early compulsory education. And here we go, 3 years old, France and Hungary. 4 years old, Luxembourg. What is that? Where is that? I've never heard of that place before. They start at 4 years old. 5 years old. Many countries, including Australia, China, England, Greece, Scotland, start at 5 years old. Now, these list of countries right here, this list of countries right here for 5-year-olds, this list of countries right here are the same countries that start their children off as athletes, whatever sport they're doing, at the ages of 1 and 2. So what they do is they start a legacy for their kids that early. Now we're good. Now education-wise, we're an awesome country. Now look at this. Age 6, Australia, Belgium, Canada, Germany, Italy, Japan, Norway. Age 7, Finland, Singapore, South Africa. See, with us, these are the ages they're starting their kids. With us, the Head Start program gives us a chance to jump ahead and put our kids ahead of the 8 ball. It gives us a chance to jump ahead and show people what we got going on in America and how we as a country are advanced enough to understand that our kids have to get the education they need and able to propel their family and their future forward. And this is important to think about this stuff because it's part of what you're going to need for your legacy. I'll go back. Link to school days. I had to bring this up to link to school days. I had to. And it was a reason behind it. I got this little box here. I'm going to show you this. Okay, now, this is the length of a China school day. I want y'all to look at this. Check this out. Okay, so now, this is China school day. Now, they used to go 6 days a week. Now I understand that they only go 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Unless you want to take extra classes, you go 6 days. Here's their schedule. Sessions. Their first session is 8 to 8:45 a.m. Remember, they're getting to school at 8 a.m. Second session, 8:50 to 9:35. You see, they're giving them that 5 minutes to get where they got to go. That's all you're getting. Take a 15-minute break. Then 9:50 to 10:35. 3. Look at 4. 4 is going to be 10:40 to 11:25. Session 5, 11:25 to 12:10. Okay, now, no class except for the 3 consecutive sessions. So, there's nothing here. There's a big block. They're giving them, I say, 50 minutes to do whatever. Then, check it out. Remember, they started at 8 o'clock. Now, this is 1 o'clock. They start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Session 6, from 1 to 1:45. Session 7, from 1:50 to 2:35. 15-minute break. Session 8, 2:50 to 3:35. Session 9, 3:40 to 4:25. Session 10, 4:30 to 5:15. 30-minute break. Now, remember, y'all, it is 5:15 and they are still at school. What are our kids doing? A lot of them might have after school activities, sports, but a lot of them some of them are working. I'm not gonna lie, American kids are not lazy. This depends on what type of kids you got. But I know some hardworking kids. I'm not gonna diss, I know some hardworking kids. So now it is 5:15. They still in school. Here we go. Now they get a 30-minute break. They go back at 6 to 6:45. Session 12, 6:50 to 7:35. Session 13, 7:40 to 8:30. These kids do not get out of school to 8. They do a 12-hour school day.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Yeah. Ain't that? They just so great, ain't they? But that's what they do. They be showing us up. They do stuff like this with their kids. Now, I didn't say that to make nobody mad or think I ain't mean that to point our country like we something bad. That's not what I'm doing. But the fact that they literally have their kids in school for a 12-hour day like a job is amazing. And we wonder why we see so many people, especially here in America, that are lacking some of the skills we need to succeed. We took cursive out to school and all that stuff. We took all that out of school. All that. Now that I'm done ranting about that, but that was the main part. Now, because we need to start making sure we educate. And teachers, they get a bad rep. But, because the way things are now, the teachers can't do what they do to teach the child. But then they're supposed to do what they do to teach the child. I'll explain it. They're supposed to use the techniques and skills you give them to love and teach the child. But then, if they get a ruly child, they're supposed to still show love and respect to the child as the child is spitting in their face, cussing them out, talking to them crazy. Remember, these are adult people you talking to. Because they teachers don't mean they ain't got feelings. They have feelings too. These are adults. They don't get paid enough. They do not get paid enough for what they do. Teachers don't get paid enough. And then they have to deal with somebody else's kid all day who has not been taught the right manners or has not been given a legacy to look forward to learn how to behave in school. Because I know some kids who parents were so popular at the school the kids went to that the kids would they just, so you got some that showed out, understand that, but you had some that understood that they had a legacy in front of them. They had to act a certain way at school. I went to school with some kids that their last name, their legacy was attached to that last name. They couldn't, there's certain things you couldn't do at school. You better have your mom you better have your mom get that phone call. You better have your grades messed up where the coach said you couldn't play. That was your legacy. Your parents were athletes. So the educational part of legacy is important because you got to learn something. But we got to have the programs that teach the kids. Job Corps got taken away. We need those programs. That's part of what the kids need. We got to bring those programs back and protect them when we do have them. Y'all, I'm going to take a little break real quick, real fast, and I'm going to go ahead and play another song by the artist Untitled while I'm taking this little small break. It's only going to be for a couple of seconds. I always just go up and get my agua from an agua real quick. Nothing too long. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get it going. This is my son Untitled, the artist Untitled, and this song right here is called Untitled.
Listen. I've been working on my craft and I've been studying my culture, taking everything I need. I'm coming like a vulture, I'm supposed to be a part of history. I'm understanding, it's starting to make sense to me. I took a minute, had to sit back, relapse, and then I recapped. I'm praying to myself, I won't gon' have another relapse. Moving up the mountain, shit, slowly but surely. Feel like I was trying to rush it, I was moving too early, but it don't need to be forced. I'm about to light the torch, said I'm ready to take my chances, so I'm stepping off the porch. Feel like a rookie in this game. I was drafted in the second round, I'm spurring now, Manu Ginobili style, but I get in my reps. Been showing now, about to put them boys to rest. Been on this journey, I'm excited for the quest. Delivering my message from the east to the west, from the north down to the south, maybe word of mouth, but I guarantee you this, my efforts gonna be full amount. I've been grinding all my life, and yes, I make mistakes, I let the marathon continue, I can never pump the brakes, this is my legacy. No, he's testing me, I'm on this road till I rest in peace. See the envy and I see the jealousy, searching for identity while bringing the intensity. I'm being me, and that is not someone I can't pretend to be. Stage of my life got me equipped with intelligence, I'm heaven sent, that's how I'm handsome and I'm elegant. Yo, though I'm not cocky, they can't stop me, so they watch me. They heard that they can't knock me, so it's best they try to copy. Can't up and quit when shit gets rocky. I love rapping with poise, it can't be sloppy. Check it, I'm taking chance after chance as they chant that I can, and they glance while they dance. I still got my same stance, you can't knock me off my grind, and you can't steal my shine. Hearing all this negativity, it's encouraging my mind. Check it, I watch their hands go tick-tock. Ain't enough time in this world on this wristwatch. Use every second just to get to the tip top. You getting sweaty, dog, I hear it in your flip-flops.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Y'all want to go through right now, go through some of the comments here and just comment back. Like I said, Mary Irving Grace, how you doing? Let's go. Thank you so much. Good day to you too as well. Good day to you too. And thank you so much. I see that. Yeah, you know the crazy thing about the subscription thing, I was at over 400 and I don't know what goes on or what happened, if it was bots or whatnot. I looked up again, I was at 382. Once I slowed the giveaways down, people stopped subscribing, they stopped watching. And you know, it's sad, you know, but it is what it is. I can only go ahead and I can only thank those who are truly been supporters. I want to thank y'all for that. Like I said, so y'all will understand now because I'm announcing a new giveaway tonight. And since y'all listening, whoever's listening now is going to be the people that get on that. Yes, I'm starting the giveaways back up. So, because it's Christmas time, so I got to give away the cash. Y'all got to give it away. Y'all applause for that. We got to give away this money. I'm on that beat. Also, I want to say thank you so much for my girl, Lisa Kenzie. Yes, I will be in Tuckerman this weekend. I will be in March this weekend. The crazy thing is, I got asked to go to Tuckerman too, but I was already booked in Marktree. So I will be showing up at Marktree. I am going to have some fun, do what I do, you know what I'm saying? So thank all of y'all real quick for, like I said, you tuned in. You follow me on platforms. I appreciate all y'all. Nothing but love, nothing but love. But we're going to get back to the second part of this conversation. So we were talking about breaking generational curses by generational legacy. Before I go on, also too, for those who tuned in or didn't tune in because Rich was going to be here with me, Rich he's under the weather right now. So much love to my brother. Much love to Rich. Gunshot salute to him. And also a little cheer for him. That's the man. I got news on that pretty soon too. Also, where we got something going on. I'll just tell you that afterwards. But yeah, miss him tonight. But have him as a co-host. That one time went over well. Something I liked. So you will see more of him. But we're gonna go back to our conversation. And I was talking about how the first part of all that was the education at school. Now, the second part of breaking curses and making it a legacy is the parenting part. If you as a parent have a skill or a trade or a craft, teach that to your child. I'll say it again for y'all in the back. If you have a skill or craft or trade, teach that to your child. That is something that most countries have over us. Most countries, they're poor. They don't have an option but to do so. But us here, We have got to, right now is the time to start breaking the generational curses by completing a generational legacy. I remember I told you generational meant a group of people. And we're going to talk about generation as per your family. Legacy is leaving something. So when you have a craft or a skill or trade or art you can do, teach that to your child at a young age. They're going to be able to take that skill and parlay it into something special. Guess what? Then they should be demanded to teach their child that skill, and so on. So as this skill is being taught, at the same time, they're getting education, they're getting this skill, then you instilling the right lifestyle in them, showing them how to save money, showing them how to negotiate as far as their contracts and different things. Like when I even kids, you negotiate with kids all the time. Listen, little Leroy, go in there and clean that room. I'll give you a cookie. Go ahead and put your shoes away. You can have your snacks. We negotiate with children all the time. They understand negotiation. But now we need to make the negotiation about something valuable for our children. So, teach them that. Teach them negotiation. Teach them how to understand that if they work hard, that someone has to give them something worth value in return. Have them negotiate. Teach them to negotiate the fact that, look, I work for you, but what is it for me? Teach them how to learn to get what's better for them out of a situation without going into something that's going to affect them in a negative way or take their energy. If you're a barber, teach your sons, sit them down, teach them how to cut hair. That's a very needed and very, very much respected skill. You're a beautician, same thing. When your daughter old enough to say she needs a job, she shouldn't be looking for no job. If you're on a beauty shop, there you go. For those who own restaurants and have young ones, teach them the culinary arts. Those who do lawn care. I do podcasting. Y'all know how many times my granddaughter's only 4 years old. Y'all know how many times she comes in here and gets in front of this camera and gets on this mic and messes around with it. When I work out and lift weights in my home gym, guess who's in there with me? She is. She has a small dumbbell that she likes to lift, but she lifts it regardless. Kids mimic what they see. That is one of the tools and techniques that is equipped in them so that they can help you to show them how to break the generational curse. Because think about it. They naturally mimic anything you do anyway. And they start that at a young age. How many basketball players have kids that are basketball players? How many professional wrestlers have kids that are professional wrestlers? How many doctors, lawyers, professional athletes, teachers have kids that do what they did? Because it's automatically, instantly instilled in the child to mimic the parent, be it good or bad. Because you got some bad parents, bad kids. Then it can go other ways too. You can be a great parent and have a bad kid, or be a great kid and have a bad parent. But all in all, natural instinct God has built in us a device that automatically clicks on when we're young that lets us mimic anything and anyone and anybody. That is a key to generational legacy. Because that means if I'm doing something that's worthwhile and you see me, you decide to catch on to what I'm doing and you follow in, guess what? I've taught you something. Here's another way to do it. If I'm going to learn how to build houses, I'm not going to go to a guy that builds mailboxes and birdhouses because he doesn't know how to build anything more than that. You know why? He can't teach you how to build nothing but birdhouses and mailboxes. Now, he doesn't know this, but deep down inside, if he decided to give it a shot, the dynamics that he's using, he can literally take those and expand them and build something bigger than a birdhouse or a mailbox. But I'm going to go with the guy who can build a house. But here's the kicker. Here's where we drop off from spreading the generational wealth, knowledge, the legacy. When I say generational wealth, I don't just mean money. I'm talking about the knowledge and wisdom you have. If you have a bunch of guys that know how to build houses and you have a friend who doesn't know do nothing but build birdhouses, when you get to that meeting where it's 4 house builders, guess what? Take the birdhouse guy with you. Because the reason he's building birdhouses is maybe because he never got a chance to express that he can build houses. Maybe he never got the chance to talk to someone who knew about houses and he had the same thing in him that he can build a house. He's been building birdhouses the whole time because nobody never gave him a chance to build an actual house. That's one thing. Second thing, he builds birdhouses. You build houses. Show him the knowledge on how to build a house if he doesn't know. Because now not only are you passing your generational wealth and knowledge through your family, but now you're helping him change his family. So now instead of just building birdhouses and mailboxes, he can build a whole house, which changes his family's wealth, which changes his family's demographic, which changes his family's future, because now that he can do that, he can teach his kids to do the same thing. Do you smell what the Mac is cooking? And it ain't Roni and cheese neither. Yeah. Come on. Now just listen to what I just said. Now we take the education, we take the parenting, and we throw both of that learning together, and now you have broken generational curses. Consistency. If you didn't get it, you're never gonna get it. That was easy. You're a parent. You have a skill. Teach your child that skill. Kids are automatically wired to mimic a parent. Automatically. They do it from birth. So if they see you doing something good and being a good person, most of the time they mimic. Lawyers produce lawyers. Look at it. Doctors produce doctors. Athletes produce athletes. Maybe not good, but they still produce athletes. It's still the same thing if you get it. Same thing, like I said. You got guys that build bird. If you want to learn how to build a house and you're a house builder, you go hang with the people that build houses. You don't hang with the people that build bird houses. But then if you have a friend while you're going to meet these guys that build houses and you're learning, if you have a guy that builds a birdhouse, bring him with you. You know why? Because now you're teaching him something. He's going to teach his family, whose kids mimic him, and he's going to do it. Now everything's broken. Y'all, that's not the complete answer and solution for it. But that is one way of breaking into generational legacy. Y'all, that was the wrong button. I want to thank all y'all that tuned in. I was hoping to get a conversation because tonight I wanted to make it a conversation night. What I just spoke on was so important. And Kelly Ray, yeah, you're late, but here. Because you were one of the people I was hoping to tune in. Okay, real quick, I'm going to run this down because I usually go an hour, so I got 15 minutes. I'm going to run down the convo. Today's convo, I looked up the words generational, which means a group of people over an age of time. I looked up the word legacy. Legacy meant to leave wealth or profit to somebody, or wealth or property. So when I say generational legacy, if we use the term where it's supposed to be used, generational legacy is leaving something important for a group of people, for most time meaning your family. So that is how you can break generational curses. And what I said was the shutdown is affecting one part of it because in order to have a generational legacy, you have to have two parts: educational from the schools, educational from the parents. The first part of educational from the school, I'll go through a little guideline of what I said real quick. We have to have it to where we have our programs to where the kids are allowed to go to school, learn, have meals, and stay focused. Head Start is one of those programs that got shut down during the shutdown. And the thing about it is that program helps to get our kids an early start so they're not behind. Not just in our country, but behind compared to other countries whose kids get education at the age of 3. And not only they get the education, but some of the countries have longer school hours and the kids don't worry about meals and things like that. We do here in America. Our education system is bad. Our teachers are not paid enough to be good teachers, but they're expected to be good teachers. To have to deal with someone else's child 24 hours a day, which I'm just joking about, but they had to deal with somebody else's child continuously and not be able to defend yourself when you're dealing with especially the older kids, but having to have a certain way about demeanor about yourself, how you conduct yourself in class, conduct what you wear. Be careful about that. Restrict your process of disciplinary actions that flow through you naturally as a parent and as an adult, because you have to be proper and make sure that you are abiding by every law and every by what I say every by rule that they put up. And I mean by rule, I mean by every single person that don't deal with kids on an everyday basis. They make these rules of respect for you to make sure that you are in the right mind frame and set to do exactly what they need you to do the way they want you to do it. But they don't care about the educational part and what it takes for you to be that educator to deal with that. And this is so crazy because now I'm even looking at the school. I just put up the schedule. I just put up the schedule of the Chinese year, of the Chinese day. These kids start at 8 a.m. and they go all the way until 8:30 at night. They do a 12-hour school day with breaks here and there, but it's still a 12-hour school day. And these school and also the countries over here, like when they start their legacies early, they teach their children their sport or whatever they're gonna do. They put that that ball and stuff in their crib at such a young age, till you would not believe it. They start teaching them from the age that they think that they need to learn it. They need to have the skills drilled into them. We have a government shutdown that has affected that with our children. Head Start program does more than just help prepare our children. It helps feed some children who might not get a good meal because their parents is always occupied doing something else. It also gives the parent a break to go to work. For those who can't afford babysitting, you could actually afford to send your child to train. They get a good meal. Head Start, reason I said train, because a lot of Head Start programs are ran through a program called Train. Your kids are in secure areas. They're surveillance well because most of these programs are in schools, and these programs help the parent. The parents able to go to work, and in some cases when they couldn't go to work because they didn't have a babysitter. The kids learning, some kids getting the meal. Also, these programs have resources for parents, for housing, for clothing, for food, outreach programs to help with your rent, electricity bills, Christmas, heating assistance. These programs are affected when you have the shutdown. These are programs that are affected, and these are programs that are needed to help with generational legacy. So you take that part. Then the other part is the parent. Teach your kid that skill. Teach them that trade that you know. And then when you learn something and teach them, because the kids are automatically, like I said, automatically wired to mimic you automatically. God gave them a wiring inside of them that when they come out and they're ta-da, we're here, guess what? They are already like Mario. They ready to run that race, buddy. They ready to grab them coins on everything. So now you have those kids who are mimicking you, and you're doing something successful and living a good lifestyle. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to do the same identical thing. And then their kids are going to do the same identical thing. But then the kicker is when there's a friend that notices it, or your friend you grew up with decides to do the same thing, and then now they're teaching their kids. And all of a sudden, their kids, you have a whole new group of people who have solved the problem for their generation at the time, their family, their legacy. They taught them how to be self-efficient, taught them how to own things, and taught them how to make their own money. So when stuff like this goes down now, you might have problems with government shutdowns because you might be ordering something from certain places, but when you make your own thing and have your own money, those hits don't hurt so hard any longer because you have prepared yourself. Remember, you have the school and you have the person, and you mix those together. The school and the parent mixed together make a whole clump of what you need to make a whole batter of what you need to bake this legacy cake, if I could say that. So I want y'all to keep that in mind, that when you're out here living every day, you're voting and you're seeing others out here struggling, don't judge them. Understand that they might be going through something that's affecting their legacy. They might be going through something that they're generational, through their family that was generational, that they couldn't break or couldn't shake. So it is your job, and I ask for you to do me a favor out there. Make it a mission to take someone somewhere that you go that helped you develop what you're doing, what you're planning on doing for the future, what you're doing now, and you know that they might be interested or they never seen that side of you. Take them with you. Watch what happens, and they catch the bug. Once they catch that bug, somebody else is going to catch the bug from them. They're going to start doing these things around their children. Their children will catch the bug. Watch and see. So take that challenge up today. Take somebody along with you for the ride. Take time to talk to someone and show them how to break their generational curse. Take time to help someone with their legacy. Teach them a skill. Take them somewhere that is necessary for them to go to further themselves and better themselves. That's the thing I like about being a professional wrestling manager. I get to impact young people. I won't go into any names, but there's one young man I've taken underneath my wing, and I've taken him to places that I go to, like someone took me to places they go to. He'll do the same for someone else. Now, I know it's weird analogy, but that is a legacy. My podcast is going to go into a legacy. Here's how and why. The reason I came with my gear tonight, y'all, because tonight is the last ever the M Spot podcast. There will be no more podcasts after this. No more M Spot podcast. There's a reasoning behind that. You guys know I've been doing the Patrick and the People podcast, the Coast, on Monday mornings with Patrick Beam, aka Angry Patrick, and Rich Rockwell. Whereas recently, as you've seen, Patrick is going to retire. We are going to do a roast for him, which I'm making my debut at the roast. Matter of fact, you know what? Make it so bad. We're going to literally pull up that poster, but I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to be part of this roast. And right now, the biggest thing is hard for me to try to make sure that I keep myself in the right mindset right now, because right now I've been trying to hold up for what I have to say to you. Like I said, it's the last podcast of the M Spot, but that's because it is being rebranded. I have a new life. Uh, I, the new life that I have right now is being affiliated with Patrick Bean and Rich Rockwell. So what we are going to do is me and Rich are going to go ahead and give you all what you love. And that is more of us together as a team. So as of next Wednesday, 8 p.m., you will get the debut of two bald guys. That's right, two bald guys. Me, Mr. Clean, Mac Manz, and my boy Rich Rockwell. So tune in next Wednesday at 8 p.m. for the new podcast, simply named Two Bald Guys. And yes, we are giving kudos and props because we are from the legacy of Patrick and the People. So much applause to that. Yeah, we are from that legacy. That's where that came from, and there's that word again, legacy. Because a lot of people don't take it serious. They're not real about it, and understand that legacy just ain't for you. It's for everybody. So, where you? Hold on. What are you saying, Kelly Ray? Let me look. What are you saying? Hold on. I'm sad, but congratulations. Oh no. Here's the thing, Kelly. It's still here. It's still here. That's right. Hold on. Matter of fact, give me some music. It's still here, baby. We're gonna still be here. That's right. Still here on Wednesday on YouTube and Facebook. And yes, we are moving to Spotify. That's right. You heard what I said. You heard me. We are moving to Spotify. Give me another one. So yeah, we're doing big things. I got a lot of stuff. I have been moving so fast. Like I got so much stuff coming up, y'all. It is not even funny. We got a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm hoping that y'all be around to enjoy what's going down, y'all. We have a lot of stuff, and it's just, hey, I'm just living life. That's all I'm doing. I ain't doing nothing different, nothing more, nothing less. So that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta keep living life. Get out here, enjoy yourself. And that's what I'm doing. As far as the podcast thing goes, it's lovely, but we got to get everybody going to where we can get it set up to where I get these giveaways going and popping. So I got this to show you real quick. We're gonna get this in your system real fast. Let me get this picture up here. Okay, and y'all understand that this is my first time doing this. So if you come out and check me out and see what I'm doing, like I said, understand it's my first time. I've never done this before. I know a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people out here that have done this type of thing. Like I said, but me, it's my first. I got invited to do this because I am a member of the squad, of the crew. So that's how I got invited to do it. And it is, like I said, I plan on having fun. Where we at here? Here we go. This is the roast of Angry Patrick. That's right. December 14th, 6 p.m. Little Rock, Arkansas at the Looney Bin. And as you can see, we got a whole gang of folks gonna be. Here's the roasters right here. It will be hosted by my boy Rich Rockwell. That's right, Rich Rockwell is gonna be the host of the whole thing there. Uh it's gonna be off the chain. So that's all I can say. Is it was also is going to be a special performance by Vintage Ruins. Vantage Ruins, man, this is awesome. This is sponsored by Bill Fitz Auto, also Legacy Team, uh, Regan and Law. This is going to be an event. We are going to send Patrick into retirement with an evisceration of love. That's all I can say. Evisceration of love. We love the guy. Come on out, man. $20. Get your tickets now. December 14th. We're looking to have a full packed house. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be one of them days where if you're not doing nothing else, you got to get out there. You've got to get out there. We're going to salute Patrick and send him off in a blaze of glory. Blaze of glory. Well, guys, it's been one. It's been one. It's been one. I've been on here for the limit time, which is an hour. So we got to make sure. Yes, Kelly Ray, I will be there on Saturday. Hey, what's up, Daniel, man? That's cool. Yeah. So I'm glad y'all tuned in. And I want to say something, too, for all the wrestling people that tuned in. Thank you, guys, for understanding that this ain't the place or the time. This is a podcast that is really enriched. When I did this podcast, I decided to change how I did podcasting. And now I'm underneath the wing of Patrick and Rich, and we're figuring things out. I'm learning so much so fast. I mean, it's a whirlwind of thing how things are happening and how things are changing for me. And I'm just appreciative. I'm just so appreciative for everything that they've done for me. Everything. So tune in next Wednesday. Don't forget to the new podcast, Two Bald Guys. That's right. Mac Manz, a.k.a. me, myself, Mr. Him, and my boy, Rich Rockwell. Well, check it out, y'all. I have a new giveaway, so tune in on next Wednesday's show. What I'm doing is, next Wednesday's show, the first person to click in will win the first 50, and I'm gonna give away $150. I'm giving away $50 3 times. The first person to tune in to get 50. The first person that enters a comment on the conversation will get another 50, and the third one I haven't decided yet, but that's how we're doing it. So tune in, please. I have 3 $50 gift cards to give away. They'll be given away next Wednesday. Also, since I'm doing this and Kelly Ray is on my butt, she here. I see Mr. Daniel here too, man. Like I said, I respect y'all. Much love for not coming on here, my wrestling people, and understand that this is a different platform. Disrespectful. I have a lot of people that watch this that give input on subjects that really matter here, and I'm so glad that my wrestling people have came here. They're awesome. You know, they understand what's going on. So we have it here. I will be in the house Saturday night, you know, as usual. That's what I do. As far as MCW, I will be in the house doing my thing. So y'all will see me. And that is going to be a special night. We got all kind of stuff going on that night. Like I said, I'm excited. Cause that's the nights that matter of fact is the Retribution show, if I ain't mistaken. It is, yes. That's right. November 8th, doors open at 5 p.m. The Retribution. No forgiveness, no mercy. You look at that Dino Hefner, Logan Ragnarok, and Strong. Babe, look at this. This is going to be a nice little card. I didn't realize that's why I was going to be there. If you need Ringside Center VIP, contact Carl Clapp. That's 870-623 6825 MCW 802 Liberty Street, Mark Tree, Arkansas. I will be in the house. And if you guys have been following my wrestling stuff, y'all know that some things have been happening. So I will give you a little scoop on that on a pop-up during this week. I will be doing another podcast, a pop-up. And also, I am starting my Twitch back up for gaming during this weekend. So we're having fun with things. If you don't know, I want to inform you, the Turkey Bowl is this weekend in Cabot, Arkansas. Turkey Bowl this weekend in Cabot, Arkansas. I will get you details on that and do a pop-up. I don't know what I got going on. I think I might try to do a podcast live from Turkey Bowl. We'll see what's what. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Thank y'all for sitting here while I ranted and gave my opinion on some things. Everybody's not going to like what I have to say. I understand it. Everybody's not going to tune in to watch. I understand that too. But like I always tell you, it is not the quantity, but the quality of the people that follow me and support me. This button thing is killing me. I got a brand new pad, and ever since I got it, I've been seriously goofing up bad. No joke, just like really bad. Real quick on some more comments before I leave. It's definitely eye-opening, and I appreciate it. It is Carl Clapp. Yeah, so that's yeah. So I just thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching the show tonight. You guys are awesome, man. I want to thank everybody who's blessed me. I'm just taking time to say that from everybody. Shout out to Craig Stone. Shout out to Carl Clapp. Shout out to the Clapp brothers in general. Shout out to Jonathan Holt. Shout out to Atua. Shout out to Nick Scott. Shout out just Cassandra. Shout out to anybody. My boy Buick Bishop, my fam. Just anybody, man. Shout out to my boy Sleazy Elijah, Andrew. Shout out to my children, my grandchildren. Anybody that showed love, my wife. Couldn't do without her. Y'all, much love to every last one of y'all. And I couldn't do this without you. Stay up, stay about it, and stay real. And for the last time, I sign off from the M spot. I say much love, and I will see you on the bald side.
Man, I'm on my tribe shit today. I feel it. It's your boy, Untitled.
Okay, so this the type of rhyme that'll make you use your mind. Try not to lose your mind. It's spectacular design. There's a reason why I do this. Trying to start a movement. You miss one step and you'll be clueless. Thoughts that you don't know what to do with. It's not a race, but if it was, I'm winning by a shoe-in. They salty cause they don't know how I do it. Confident, and I'm about to prove it. Screw it, I'm about to take a bite and chew it. My mind's in the galaxy, came from gravity. Still create a masterpiece, not talking blasphemy. It's so sad to see I'm in my own head. Sick of the thoughts, looking for the future, but I'm worried about what I brought. See my head's to the sky, had to get it out my ass.
Do it.
Struggle real around here, I won't let it last. Smell the fumes in the air, you know I'm smoking gas. Rotation like puff, puff, pass. So I say, I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. I'll say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'm moving forward, not listening, I'm breaking orders. Tell them I don't need no passport, I still cross the border. You thinking you can out-rap me, boy? I oughta spit some wicked shit, you see the difference. I got the game slaughtered. Got a long road ahead of me, counting blessings every day, feeling real heavenly. Throwing all my flavors out to get the perfect recipe. Tell them they below, not next to me. I dare them try to question me. Toss the coin up, calling it heads, cause that's what I'm aiming for. Your whole quality's dead. I was built from strong threads. Watch my working just like COVID-19. It's gonna be a tough spread. Now I got your attention. Let's switch dimensions. I think they need me in this competition. Thanks to influences, it's my ambition. Also envision my path, so I complete the mission. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. Say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best. I'll never rest, regardless of all the pain and the stress. I'll say it with my chest, I was destined to be the best.
Last house mix.